know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the SFJ Nation. Slime Shady EP. I officially sent it off. That means that no more changes, anything. February 7th. Make sure you go listen to me and Tech 9 and Mercury's new song Funk, aka Leave It on the Floor Part 2. Shout out, me and Tech just had a dope show in Lincoln, Nebraska, sold out. I think I'm gonna be dropping a blog about that later too. But today, listen, so yesterday, I reacted to a part of the Vlad TV interview where Lord Jamar was responding to I Will. Now, I'm about to react to another part of that interview, more of that interview, because the video got such a great reaction. Shout out to everybody who watched it. And honestly, that was a fun one to do. It was hilarious to do. So, we're going to listen to Lord Jamar's take on Eminem's new album. We got to get the speakers jumping. Hold up.
Well, I've always been an Eminem fan. I've said this plenty of times.
But that makes sense. You're supposed to be. It was made for you.
Off tops. Lord Jamar coming with the it makes sense. He coming with the it was made for you. You white. But it's weird though, because I don't think Vlad is the stereotypical white person that Lord Jamar would say Eminem is trying to appeal to, because Vlad is a little bit more less like the stereotype that he says that Lord Jamar gives for that.
It was. And I'll say that Kamikaze was a strong album. This new album, I'm not really feeling.
Exactly. And
it was so very funny. Like.
Hold on. Look at how happy he was when Vlad said that. Look at how happy he was.
Exactly. And that's what's so funny.
He couldn't even contain that smile. Go look at Jamar.
This new album, I'm not really feeling.
Exactly.
And
that's what's so
very
funny.
Like,
because not only do black people not care about this right now, the internet don't even care about this new album. So he almost needed to do some shit like that, knowing that we'd have to talk about it. And
what you saying? What we doing? Jamar says that not only did black people not listen to the project, but the internet didn't listen to the project, which the internet is also black. It's not just white people. But I'm pretty sure, how much didn't he sell? 257,000. I'm pretty sure people were listening to it, but I don't know. I think what he's trying to say, because I'm thinking of it myself, if I were to compare the impacts of his last 3 albums, I would probably say that Music to Be Murdered By might have had the least big, because when Kamikaze dropped, y'all remember when Kamikaze dropped, that was something else. Now, Music to Be Murdered By was cool. It was big, and it's big when it dropped. It's still people talking about it, but it definitely doesn't have the impact I feel that Kamikaze had. That's just me. Put in the comment section what you think.
You know, this is going to help to even keep it in the consciousness of the people. Because most black people don't even know that shit is out right now. I just today got a DM from a girl that I grew up with talking about she's seen the shit in Media Takeout where he's talking about
Jamar, though that could have happened, and I'm sure it did happen if you said it happened like that. I don't have any reason to think you're lying, but I feel like you shouldn't use that. I feel like you're using that to extrapolate the feelings that everybody else has. By the way, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. That's why, I sound congested or whatever. But I don't think you should use that, because I heard you say that earlier in the interview. And I think that's literally where you're pulling that whole thing from, was from that lady hearing it from Media Takeout, not from the album. But Jamar can't act like people weren't blowing him up after this. I guarantee you they were.
And she's like, this fucking idiot. She's like, nobody listens to this fucking guy. Like, I'm like, I know. I know.
I got to break it down. Now, like I said in the other video, what's very clear here is Jamar is hurt. Jamar is upset. Now, if you were to ask Lord Jamar, would he say that? Absolutely not. If you know how to read people and break things down, it's clear as day. You just look at the energy that he's giving off of this. And I feel like a lot of the stuff he's saying, he's more saying because he wants to believe it, less than he thinks is true, because he knows clearly that people are listening to this. Now he might, the verbal gymnastics he's doing a little bit is by saying it's not a demographic that affects him, even though it clearly is. If it affected you this much and you made, you feel what I'm saying.
Well, Music to Murder by, I thought, was not a strong album by Eminem. I actually think this is one of his weakest albums.
Let's call it trash. Let's call it what it is. Trash.
I'm not going to call it trash, but
I am.
Definitely.
Jamar is oh so petty. He wanted Vlad to say it was trash. So it's trash. We'll just say it's trash. We're going to say it's trash. He said, I'm not going to say it's trash. Well, I am.
You know what the best song is? My stepdad! Hey! My stepdad! Oh, that shit rocks!
So I assume that this is the... I assume this part of the interview is before the other part that I did yesterday. Boy, I don't care what you say. When he do that stepdad, that is hilarious, bruh. My man, upset. Go ahead, Jamar.
Thank you, Eminem, for making a whole song about me. Love it.
Well, something I've said that kind of pissed off a lot of Eminem fans, got hundreds of retweets and a bunch of, hate tweets and so forth, was I said that second song on the album, Unaccommodating, featuring Young M.A., I said that Young M.A. out-rapped Eminem on that song.
How do I feel about that? I would have to listen to that song again, but I'll keep it a buck. I don't really remember anything Young M.A. or Eminem said. I think that was one of them songs where Eminem was going particularly fast in, so it's hard to understand everything he's saying. But I think that was the song. I don't know how Young M.A. was coming, but I'm pretty sure it was a song where I was like, well, she kind of offbeat with it. But yo, Young M.A. dropped this clip on Instagram. Yo, Young M.A., please drop that song. Whatever that. Oh my God. I just spent like 50 grand on it. Drop that. My bad.
You know, I heard a little bit of that song. I think she did. Which is fucking hilarious. First of all, do you remember when it was like a really big thing for somebody to do a song with Eminem? Like it seemed like it was out of reach for a lot of people. Like, you could have been popular, but
yeah, I feel what you're saying, but I'll let you finish.
Hopes of you doing a song with Eminem was like,
man,
you know what I mean? Like, because he was just so big in the eyes of the media and all this type of shit.
Okay.
Now it's like he did a joint with Fresher. He did a joint with Young M.A. It just seems like
What's wrong with
the
that?
threshold is not as high as it used to be. Huh?
I don't know about that. I think you kind of pooping on Fresher and Young and May with that one. I think that's completely false because it is still a huge thing to do a song with Eminem. Pretty sure if you look at the streaming numbers, they're gonna be huge. It's still a massive audience that you get popular or that you get turned out to. Like what are you talking about? It definitely does. Dog, when you talk about Eminem, you get more views. Jamar know that. Vlad know that. What we doing here? I don't know about all that.
I mean, Juice WRLD is on the album. There's a lot of different people.
He seemed like a lot of desperate attempts to try to deal with people that he feels is relevant right now. Let me fucking latch on to what's popular and try to make that popular for me, but I don't see none of it really making sense.
I mean, Black Thought is on the album.
Jamar's
It's
upset.
kind of a cool song. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's got Black Thought and Q-Tip on it. You know, along with Royce and Denon.
I ain't hear it.
Black Thought did his thing on it.
I can't listen to a whole Eminem album. Sorry. Sorry. Can't do it. But that Stepdad, boy. Woo! That's my shit.
Yo, Jamar is absolutely positively off his rocker, bro.